Longevity Lifestyle Designers, this is Zach here, secretsoflongevity.com. I'm going to make a drink today, an elixir that I've been making various variations over the last few days as something to add into my warrior diet regimen. Doing it earlier in the day before I have my big meal at some point, either after a workout or on the day I'm not working out, then I just use it just to sort of stabilize my blood sugar levels and give me a bit of extra energy to be able to last through the day, but also maintaining that it's low calorie, low sugar, and helps just make me feel satisfied. So there's no need to feel hungry while on the warrior diet, and if you're wondering what I'm talking about with the warrior diet, you can check out this video I did a few days ago on the warrior diet, sort of the principles behind it. And it's basically you're fasting for anywhere from 16 to 20 to 22 hours a day. So really only eating one big meal, but you can sort of snack on a few things. Definitely it's good to eat a lot of cleansing foods. So minimizing the carbohydrates and also minimizing the fats is kind of the idea behind it. However, I'm on a more fat-dominant diet, so I'm going to have some fats in here, but again, it's going to be very minimal. So we're going to start off with some nettle leaf tea that I've already added hot water to, boiling water, and I've just let it steep for about 10 minutes. And nettle leaf is a tonic herb. It's a Western tonic herb, and it's called a nutritive herb in the Western herbal system, and it's very rich in a wide variety of minerals, and has the chlorophyll, of course. I'm just going to do about 2 cups here. I'm always recommending people use sort of a type of tea that's similar to green tea, but is more beneficial than green tea. So green tea is great, there's nothing wrong with taking it, although it does have a bit of a caffeine stimulatory effect. But there's a lot of other very easy to use green teas that can be used as a base for a drink to just give it a bit more of a tonic herbal boost. So that could be things like holy basil, nettle leaf, like this. You could use gynostemma, and there's probably many more, but those are just my 3 top favorite green tea herbs that you can use as a daily thing. You could even rotate through those if you wanted to really keep your body up on it and unexpecting what's going to come next. Almost everything I'm using in this drink I have sources for in the drop down menu below. Going through my links helps support me and continually provide you with great informative videos such as this. So I encourage you to go through those links, and if you've been to some of these companies before through my links, if you go through the links again, that ensures that I keep getting a percentage, which helps, again, me continually bring this great content. So the next thing we're putting in here is a scoop of whey protein. This is undenatured whey, and it's from grass-fed cows. There's a few companies out there that are making really good whey that is actually immune boosting, good for you, and has a number of other anti-aging type properties. Most of the whey does not have this because it's been denatured, it's isolated, it's had all sorts of things done to it that is not optimal. And you can read more about benefits of undenatured whey on Brandon Damon's site, and that's in the links below. And you can also get whey that has nothing added to it. This has some stevia in it. It is undenatured, Vital Whey, it's a great company. I definitely would recommend their whey as well. But Brandon's contains absolutely nothing at all, so you can add whatever you want to it, whether it's vanilla, stevia, both of those are in here, and anything else you want to add to it. So it's just sort of more of a blank slate that some people like to have when creating a drink. So because I'm doing sort of a vanilla, low sugar drink anyways, this whey works great. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of colostrum powder from Surthrival. This has a lot of anti-aging benefits, over 87 different growth factors, 97 different immune boosting factors. The major thing with the warrior diet is that when you're in this fasting phase, where you're taking in very minimal amounts of calories, you're going to be elevating IGF-1 levels. So short-term fasts have been shown clinically to elevate anabolic hormones, so human growth hormone, IGF-1, which is down the cascade from human growth hormone. So elevating human growth hormone elevates IGF-1. So we're stacking the benefits of elevating those hormones on top of this. So that's part of the approach with this drink I'm doing. It has an anabolic effect. You're also going to be looking at increasing glucagon and other fat-burning hormones while doing the warrior diet. And that's generally also going to be a major benefit of this drink. One thing I started doing again, because my health food store started carrying it, is kelp powder. I always like about a quarter teaspoon a little less because it's a pretty strong flavor. And this is a light drink, so it could easily harm the overall flavor of this. And by putting this into lots of foods throughout the day, you're going to be getting plenty of kelp. It's one of the richest whole food sources of kelp that you can take. And with the stuff that's going on in the world today with nuclear testing, nuclear bomb testing, the nuclear reactor overloads, we have a lot of radioactive iodine in the atmosphere, and we want to take in safe iodine, which goes into the thyroid, it stays there and sits there and prevents the absorption and retention of the radioactive iodine and other compounds. Also, very high in minerals, and organic sodium, a great addition. Speaking of sodium, I've been adding a bit of salt into my diet. This is just some New Zealand sea salt. Just adding a pinch in there. And that's because I recently found out I'm an adrenal type, or rather my adrenals are the weakest link in the metabolic typing, or body type diet by Dr. Bravenel. And salt can be good for bringing down cortisol and adrenaline, if that happens to be something that your body type is not most optimally suited for. Next, I'm going to add some vanilla extract that my brother made for me. It's vanilla and bourbon. I'm just at the end of this here. Gave it to me on Christmas. It makes for a very tasty addition. I'm going to have to put some more alcohol in there to do a double extraction of those vanilla beans. Then, I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of xylitol. This is keeping it low sugar, but giving a bit of satisfaction of the sweet taste. And xylitol has got great anti-cavity type benefits, inhibiting the growth of the bacteria in the mouth. And it tastes sweet, but the body doesn't absorb the sugar and use it as sugar. It actually passes through the digestive system. We're going to give it a bit of a coffee kick. So we're putting in some shilajit powder. You can get this at the links below as well. Shilajit is well known in Ayurvedic herbalism for its rich source of minerals. So this whole drink is very mineralizing as well, and it is also very high in various weak organic acids, which are very good for preventing all diseases of calcification. So that's cardiovascular disease, cancers, and all these other things that have a calcification component. The weak organic acids help break that down. So that's fulvic acid, humic acid, and some of these other things that are beneficially impacted from the shilajit. Doing just under half a teaspoon, so maybe a third of a teaspoon. And that flavor is good in combination with other things, but you don't want to overdo that because that can be very powerful. And last but not least, we're going to do a tablespoon of Dandy Blend. I recently saw this in a health food store up here in Canada, so I picked up a bag. You can find it in many places on the internet, you just have to search the name. I'm adding a tablespoon of it because that's the desired intensity of the flavor I want. It's basically a combination of roasted dandelion root, roasted beetroot, roasted chicory root, and extracts of the barley and rye. The dose is actually 1 teaspoon per cup of water, and I want to kick it up a notch and have it a little bit richer and have that coffee flavor. So roasted dandelion root, I've done my own roasted dandelion roots in the past and made teas from them. It has a great liver tonic property, and this just makes it very easy to add and gives it that nice flavor and richness that goes well with the vanilla and has sort of the end result being a coffee-esque mocha type flavor. One other thing I just forgot I'm going to add is a little bit of coconut oil. This is just to bring everything together in the drink and give it some more smoothness. I find if I don't add an oil to a drink like this, you can almost feel the very fine powders mixed with the water, but when you add a bit of fat in some form, you get more of the smoothness of it, and it is more full-bodied. But with coconut oil, you do need it to be warm, and you can either have a warm tea or have it heat up on the Vitamix top there. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. So let's blend this up and see what the end result is going to look like. I'm probably going to have it go a little bit longer than normal, even though it's already warm tea. I want to get it hot again so that's a bit steamy. You don't want to have it cooking, obviously, but getting it to that temperature that you can still find the temperature by finger isn't boiling, but it's, you know, giving off a bit of steam because it's nice and warm. That feels like a good temperature. Grab a cup from here. Nice amount of steam. Now this can easily replace coffee if you love the flavor of coffee but are done with the effects on the adrenals it has. Oh yeah, that's delicious. You can taste the hint of the nettle leaf, which is quite nice, in my opinion. And then you also have the richness, or smoky, coffee-like flavor of the shilajit in combination with the dandy blend. And this tastes to me exactly like some of the things I used to drink when I was younger, like the English toffee type mochas or the other things you buy at a coffee shop that were not necessarily the best for you. A lot of sugar, a lot of stimulants, and this has none of that. Under 200 calories for that whole drink, which fits in the program for the warrior diet. It's going to be stabilizing to blood sugar while allowing my body to still be detoxifying for the rest of the day up until when I choose to eat my one meal, my one major meal. So with that, check out the links below. Let me know if you made a drink like this before, ever used dandy blend, what you think of that in combination with a drink in the comments below. And also find me on Twitter and my Facebook page. You can see them on the screen here. And with that, take care and embrace life without limits.